Okay, now we got a kind of visual on what's going to happen here. The long sweeping 90, we're reduced down to ½ inch from this vent, coming down here, teeing off, actually 90ing off over the top of that P-trap, and then coming back up here in this location. So this is my drain system. So by now you'll realize that I'm going to be doing a hot mop shower pan because this is the drain system set up for a hot mop. This is cast iron, okay? The back of it has the rubber coated seal for a 2-inch pipe, so I won't have to reduce from 2 to 1.5 inches on that 90. But as you tighten down these existing bolts, that'll cinch that up so there's no glue required, which is nice. Then this thing has to rest. Notice that you have a flange here. So I'm going to cut out this area with my saw here so that this area can rest flat, and you're going to see that in the next segment, and level. So once that's in and connected and I got my ABS all glued up, this will be on standby. This is a piece of ABS more or less. It's plastic, but it's rated at 500 degrees, okay? That's for hot mop. If you have two sandwich pieces of standard PVC or ABS drain kit like this, you can't use it for hot mop, obviously, because it'll melt. Okay, so the remainder of the system is this drain. Now, this drain's kind of cool. I mentioned about that P-trap, not having a clean out. This drain system, as you can see with this little tool here, you can remove and replace these drain covers. This is stainless or brushed nickel, which is what I like. I also like the size of it because you'll see later my 2-inch tiles line up real nice for layout. But it also has this little hair basket that you can remove and clean out your hair just by popping this off. Okay, so that's always a nice feature. This thing comes right out, you clean it, and then you put it right back in. Now this drain system is made by a company called EBBE, and I like it. It's kind of sharp, it's slick. I like the fact that you can replace these things in the event of damage. I like the fact that you can trap your hair. You know, when you use a shower a lot, especially if you have a female, you lose a lot of hair, and that captures the hair, and it saves your headache of having to clear out a drain. So this is just the temp for under construction, so that'll go on top of that. That's just snaps right on in, and obviously this is threaded here, screws right into here, and voila, you've got a drain. You've got fully adjustability after you've done your hot mop, which previous to the hot mop you do a pre-slope per code. After your hot mop you do your dry pack mortar over the top of that, which is another pre-slope for your tile over the existing pre-slope from the hot mop, and we'll show you that whole process later. But this is the drain system I'm going to use. I've used others where they're both pieces are cast iron, but I'm comfortable with this because why? Well, it says right there, you know, it's rated for 500 degrees. It's not going to get much hotter. That hot mop material is going to sandwich right over the top of this. The hot mop guy will cut that out, and then this sandwiches over the top, and the bolts go right in the holes and tightens that down, and that drain assembly will sit level, and then you just screw in your drain and then adjust it accordingly to what your dry pack thickness is going to be. And we'll get into that later, but for now I'm ready to make a lot of dust with this heavy duty saw. We'll see how this ends up, and once I get everything hooked up, we'll show that on the next segment.